What's up, guys? Today I'm going to take you through my Ableton 10 template. I recommend templates or like default sets for Ableton because it saves you a lot of time. Instead of like going in and always, like, for example, dragging in like effects to all your channels, it's nice to just have a default audio track or MIDI track with all the devices you usually use on those tracks already, and you can set those as default. So in my template, like I said, I have those audio and MIDI tracks, and I have an audio effects rack set up already with all the things I find I use all the time and most often. Yeah, it saves a lot of time instead of loading in a sampler, an instrument, and being like, I want an EQ, you fucking go in here, grab this, it just saves so much time. Just instrument, boom, EQ right here, ready to go. And so the next thing is key mapping. Key mapping in Ableton, didn't know about it for a while, but it's the easiest thing to do. What you want to do is you just hold down Command K on your keyboard, and it makes everything orange. And as you can see on some of the little button things, you can see I have some key maps already done. So what keys I chose to do were the tap tempo on my little squiggly button above the tab button, and that's for like tapping in the tempo, obviously. I like my period button down at the bottom of my keyboard to be my record, and I did the slash as my metronome to turn it on and off, pretty easy. And then I also did, it's new in 10 and it's beautiful, the new capture on the comma. So if you're messing around, boom, that was sick, just hit comma and it's there for you. The next thing I always have in my default project, whatever thing, is a nice return track. I love this plate plugin. The Abbey Road Studio plugin is just so great. So nice. So many cool fucking flavors and textures, Verb it up. I like a lot of reverb in my tracks, so I always have this one verb return channel. And just the same rack I have on my audio and MIDI channels in here as well, just to, And yeah, guys, last thing, I don't know if it was just me, but when I used Ableton 10 for the first time, I went to play something on my keyboard, and it didn't work, and it threw me off because I know it's default in Ableton 9, but my little computer keyboard button wasn't on. So, turn that on. And so yeah, so once you have all your things set up, you have your audio track with your rack ready to go, all the devices you use, you got your MIDI track with the same thing, you have your key mappings done, you have your computer keyboard on, you got your nice little return track. How do you actually make it your default set? Well, that's pretty easy. Just go up to options and preferences, sorry. That's Windows. Or command comma. So once we're in here, you just want to go, it might bring you here, go down to file and folder. And right here is a magic little button we're looking for. So save current, that's default, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do it. I've already done it. Hit save, you're good to go. And I guess if you want to make your default audio tracks have your little chain on it all the time, if you load up an empty one with whatever you want, like we said before, you just go up here and you right click on the top of the channel, hit save as default audio track, and same thing for MIDI track. You're good to go.